Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. So I was just watching this video a day or two ago with Rich Scholl and Daniel Serif is his name, and they were talking about pentatonics. I'm sorry if I'm sweating here. It's crazy hot here in Wellington, New Zealand at the moment. I'm 29 degrees, which is about 80 Fahrenheit, maybe more, which is hot for us. Anyway, and then we're talking about major pentatonic and this diagonal shape thing, which is a really cool concept. I'll link the video below if you haven't checked it out, so watch that one. But I thought I'd just kind of talk about this a little bit further. So a lot of times guitar players, they learn minor pentatonic and they say to me, they come for a lesson, they say, I'd like to kind of break out of just playing minor pentatonic all the time. And major pentatonic is a really great place to go. So there's a couple of ways you can look at major pentatonic. If we want A, which was the key I was playing, and then just move down 3 frets and play F sharp minor. And that gives you A major pentatonic. That's one way of kind of getting to it, right? So really the first shape is really the 5th shape, because the second shape, I'll show you that up close. Right, the second shape is really shape 1, right? So that shape would be shape 5 and so on, are the 5 main shapes of the major pentatonic, which is the way I was kind of taught to do it, right? And then I was taught to kind of bridge between them. And the way I was kind of shown was to try and find a pattern that starts at A and goes through to A, right? So I'll show you that again slowly. Right, and what they talked about in that video with Daniel and Rhett, I'm a big fan of Rhett's stuff. I think his channel is really great, so if you haven't checked it out, please do. But one thing they talked about was that diagonal pattern, and he had this idea, which I thought was a good way of looking at it. So he called it the 3-2 pattern for major pentatonic. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, right? And then you'd have the same on the next string. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then adjust for the B string, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's a good way to get you from the A to the A. Like I said, I was taught to do that. We didn't look at it as the 3-2 pattern, but essentially we ended up with the same thing. And then of course you do things like working on pentatonics along one string. Right, on all of the strings. And you want to know that on all the strings. That was another one we did. And then, of course, trying to find shapes and chords and all that kind of stuff out of it. But that 3-2 pattern that Daniel and Rhett talked about. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's a good way of looking at it. And I thought that was a really good way to kind of bridge between them. Because you get out of playing just in a box shape. And the box shape is kind of an issue for a lot of people. They get stuck in that and they kind of don't really know what to do next. So this is a good way. And major pentatonic is a really great sound. So you might think that was minor pentatonic I was doing there, but really what I was doing was bending the minor third up to the kind of a Jeff Beck thing he used to do, where he'd take notes out of the scale and bend them up, but he wouldn't quite get to the note, and it sounds a little bluesier to do that. It's a great sound in the blues, so check it out. Major pentatonic. Learn it, as I said, in the 5 main shapes, but then also take that thing that Rhett and Daniel did, which was 1, 3, 3 along one string and then 2. 3 along one string and 2. And then adjust for the B string. 3 along one string and then 2. And then, of course, try and bridge across each string. And by then you'll probably have a good grasp of how the major pentatonic works, and you'll be able to make some good music with it, hopefully. Or at least be on the path to exploring some good music. Because good music really takes time to create, doesn't it? It's not something you just pick up an instrument and do. And scale shapes, all good and fine, but that's not music. That's just a tool to get you towards playing music. But you have to know those tools, right? And I thought this was a good one. Like I said, I'll link it below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I post every day on YouTube. Hopefully not as sweaty as today, because it is ridiculously hot here. Yeah, and if you have anything you'd want me to kind of discuss or cover, let me know in the comments below. I thought I might do some stuff on funk guitar because it's a big part of my background, and of course some more stuff on the blues because that's an infinite kind of resource that we can kind of draw on. So do let me know, and yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks very much. I appreciate you all watching. Take care. My name's Nick Granville. Cheers.